everybody, I'm Phil.
I'm Ziba.
And welcome to another episode of Whiskey Mystery, where we take 3 bottles from our shelves of blind bottles at random. We give them a number and we will taste them, give some brief notes and our impressions, and then we will pick one to reveal. And then we'll make a whole bunch of guesses about that. And because we revealed one last week, that means we have an empty bottle to add back in. And we do that with our random selector. What are we going to get this week? Here we go. There's about 76 bottles in here, potentially. Right. What is it going to be? It is, it's quite a small section. That means it's quite an expensive one. It is Springbank. Oh, it's Springbank Bourbon. What is it? Hang on. And we've got another bonus. That's good. What have we got here? We have got... Hang on, we'll get to this in a second. It's great that we're getting these bonus ones each week. Springbank Bourbon Wood, 14 years. This was picked up from Reno Liquor.
Very dusty.
It is dusty. We paid $152 for it. It's obviously bourbon only, but it is 55.8%, so it is a single cask. And no, it's not a single cask. Outrun of 9,000 bottles, so it's a small batch of some kind. And it was bottled in 2017, so that's been hanging around for a while. And our bonus bottle this week is another one of our sharing bottles, and this one's from Mike S. 58.2% Royal Brackla.
Where's that from?
It's from Royal Brackla. It's an exclusive malts Royal Brackla. So no age on it? Oh, it's an 11 year. Fantastic. 2 more that will be going onto the blind shelves as soon as I put them in bottles. And then we'll end up tasting them just like this. So what do we have here? We have got the new one, Cardboard Orange, Herbal Honey Dust, Paint on the Firewood. I think we'll start with Cardboard Orange because we spent a bit of time with it earlier. Pour in the whiskey, and at first I thought, oh, this is quite exciting and old and interesting. And then the more we tasted it, the more I kind of went, oh, maybe it's not as exciting as I thought. Maybe it's not as strong as I first thought. Maybe it's not as old as I first thought. And I kind of backed off from all of those things. But there is a slight metallic orange and a sort of, that dusty cardboard box kind of thing going on, which is what made me think it was older.
Oh, it's very pleasant at first.
Very
Early
pleasant.
on at the second, but not bad.
Well, that's what I was saying. The first contact, it was like, oh, this is interesting. And then we kind of went off it the more we tasted.
The second half, just to stop up a little. I did not get shy.
It is quite dry and tannic. It's a little bit of metallic orange as well.
Maybe I thought of sorry. I'm up on got back to it again.
You wouldn't come back to it again? The thing is, I kept going back for another sip.
If I am thirsty.
Oh, climbing gym injury. Let's try and cover that up, shall we? Don't want to be looking at that. I kept thinking there's a very nice integration to it, which made me think maybe it is old and integrated, even though it might be relatively simple.
But very simple. No flavors really stuck out.
Okay. See, now it's less. Now it's less interesting on the second sip. We're a little bit unsure about that one, aren't we? Okay. we are less unsure about this one, at least for now. Herbal honey dust. It's a bourbon, I think. Is it a bourbon?
The one with the perfume.
So it's got all those dry wood, vanilla, rich, dark, musty, sort of dark chocolate. Oh, a little bit bubblegum. Is it, do you think it's stronger than that one? Okay, stronger. Yeah.
Perfume cái mà này.
Coming off that one, how do you feel about this one?
I'd rather go back to the me down. But it's good, but not my type.
It's definitely more like, yeah, let's go. And this one was more of a comfortable blanket in the corner. So those bourbon notes, cinnamon and honey.
Spicy toffee.
We keep saying it's got that little soapiness thing going on, which we tend to come up with bourbon, but...
And tannic tea.
Spiced toffee and tannic tea. But I must admit, I do quite like this one. No? You don't like it? Another sip?
After that, enough.
Oh, come on. At least a sip. Give it.
Any McKenna might be better.
Are you sure? Okay, maybe, I don't know. At least it's got a bit more...
It's pretty good. I appreciate it. That's not my type.
The flavours we are still a bit unfamiliar with, but it's not the super strong ABVs. So I don't think we're up there in the mid-50s. I think we're sort of in the 46, 48. So this might be a bit more approachable for us. All right, paint on the firewood. Now, paint on the firewood being presumably an Isla or something of an Isla nature with lots of peat. Well, actually, medium peat, I would say. But there's a bit of this malty apple and possibly something slightly dairy, slightly milky, sort of vanilla ice cream, or not quite sure. A little bit of the plasticine, but I do get excited because I think it's more familiar territory to us now, isn't it?
There's not much flavor, not much flavor apart from soft peat.
Okay.
But because I like peat, I eat it. But I'm feeling a bit more out of it.
Now, sweeter. It's stronger,
sweeter.
meaning it's bolder, isn't it? The plasticine finish, it's familiar territory, like I say. But I do like that cereal and smoke combo. It's like, you know, barbecued breakfast. And also we've liked it for a long time. But...
Of all three...
Again...
Toffee that
yeah.
Today.
They're not super exciting, are they? I think... would you buy a bottle again of any of them?
No, not any of the three that are all weak.
Okay.
Not the
Well, we have been spoiled recently with some good ones. We are going to reveal this one today, even though we haven't voted yet, because it's kind of low in the bottle. But separate from that, I think I'm actually still on it. Oh no. We haven't had any conflict recently. It's like we keep saying the same things. So herbal honey, that's probably true because we've been consistently like this. All right, so if we're going to reveal 50, we need to think where that might go on the shelf. I've brought a couple of things to compare. Something that's peaty. What haven't we had for a while? This is Compass Box Peat Monster. And this one we called something like white wine and plasticine when we first tasted it. And we really loved it, but it has sort of drifted back down. So is it better? Oh. There's hardly any peat in that by comparison. I think I might go here.
It's a soccer peat.
Oh, I said there's hardly any peat. Did you think it was stronger?
But it's pretty much similar. But the sea
I think
more Italian.
I think there's more peat in this one. Oh no. I'm with paint on firewood.
Oh, it is better than
Yeah.
this big monster.
Okay. Well, I also brought up, because we haven't tasted it for a long time, Ardmore 10-year from Trader Joe's. Wow, that is actually quite strong, isn't it?
It's very strong.
Now, there's hardly any smoke in this. We're not going to taste it now. Oh. It's quite nice, but no. That's nowhere near.
That's awful. I'm stuck.
Hey, you know what we haven't tried for a while?
It's either thick.
This is Johnny Walker Green Label. It's been hanging out on the top shelf for a long time. Hardly any smoke in this, of course. Wow. That is so thin.
It's pretty bitter. I get it all.
We've got to pull that down. That was more like Ardmore, wasn't it? Let's just readjust a second. Hang on.
It's better.
We've got a bit off the point here, but I think Green Label's going to have to go down here with Ardmore 10.
It is much better than
All right.
these.
So now I'm quite excited to go back to this now. Okay. Yeah. It's pretty strong ABV. What are we going to be looking for? I think it's an Isla. 48, 50 ABV. Still pretty young. Not too expensive. But
Someone else do this.
we're putting it ahead of Peat Monster, though. Would you put it any higher?
It's better than this.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe just before big monster.
Yeah, we're going to put it side by side. But what is it going to be? You ready to make some guesses? This is always the fun bit, isn't it? We were surprised just how many peated whiskies we have in that sort of 46
I maybe
to
one or
50.
two, but because many.
We're like, oh, it could be Kilchoman, Port Charlotte, Bowmore,
no.
Lefroy. We've made our choices, and here we go.
Yeah, but I am maybe 50.
Yes. Ready? It is
Oh,
53.3. It's a 16-year-old. It costs us $133, so that's a lot more than Peat Monster. It should have been scoring a 91. I don't know if we scored it high enough, did we? It is an Isla.
wow.
It's a Bowmore, and oh, it is
Wow.
Bowmore wanted. We don't even have to have a delivery because it's already here. Wow. Congratulations. I was thinking Port Charlotte 10.
I have both that one. I'll put it in, not that one.
And it is. So, okay. So this is a little bit of an unusual one for a Bowmore.
I tell you why I thought of this.
Yes. Why did you think of it,
Because
Deepak?
I remember a year ago, a more
From 1 year ago.
Soft, light, and a soft and beat.
But this is quite a different type of Bowmore.
And then
This is an independent bottle. The smallest whiskey shop on 4 wheels. 53.3%. We bought it from Scotch Whisky Auctions, and it cost us about $133 to get here. And you know, this looks nothing like normal Bowmores because it doesn't have all that dark colouring in it. I guess we can drink a little bit now. Does it taste like a Bowmore?
Yes.
But how did we rate it? We rated it pretty good, didn't we? Sweet, yummy, smoky.
It is beet. And
I think
it's pretty good.
we're going to have to do a little bit of a shelf reshuffle. Ready? Go! So when you put a new one on the shelf, of course, something gets pushed off the end. And we do have the Old Forester here. So we're in for a little bottle battle. We do not have the Glenfiddich. And all I could find was the old notes. Do you remember pepper in the sponge cake?
No.
Now, it's not unpleasant, but it is sort of soft with a biting pepper. A little bit of a surprise.
A peppercorn and a spice cake.
So have a sip on the Old Forester and try and put it against your memory of Glenfiddich.
It's really sweet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yummy. I actually prefer it more than any nuts.
I think Glenfiddich is gone.
Goodbye.
Old
I've never
Forester
had that one.
stays on the shelf. Oh, you didn't leave enough space? That was the whole point of the reshuffle. All right, while Deeper reshuffles, I'm going to pick a new bottle. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, go and try some. Oh no, is it another boring one?